Alright, lads. You deploy. Okay, they've got a cannon position there. I don't think they're working from the trees. You guys in cannon range? Yeah, let's see. That's gonna be a really hard shot to make, though. See if we can't tear those guys up instead. God knows why you're doing this to yourselves. Let's watch them get shot. Well, that's gone well for you. Are anyone gonna make it? A couple of them made it to the lines. 5 of them, and now they're all dead. Oh, nope, just missed one. Missed a spot. Ah, no one got him in time. Truly, he is the greatest of warriors and has earned the right to live this day. Actually, are your cannons any sort of a threat? No. Because... Yep. Firing directly into the ground. And that, kids, is why you check your elevations, to make sure that, you're not firing into the dirt, and that you can actually hit something. Nope. Let me, all of you, shift you guys slightly back. Just so the cannons have full range of fire. Ooh, hello. That cut some of them down. I think it did, I think it did. They seem to be concerned. They're running. Look at them go. Wow. That cleared out a lot of them. I love cannons so much. As long as they're not being used against me. Do is grab these guys, start whinging them around this way, where the enemy cannon can't really hit them, because they're stuck in those stupid barricade things. You're not in grape shot range. Not fully, anyway. Oh, go for these. Yep, you are certainly causing me a mild inconvenience on my flank. Did I lose a cannon? I just lost some crew. Just some crew, okay. Well, they're dead. Aim that way, boys. Halt. Slow time. Back into position. And that far flank is doing just fine. They've got a really nice skip on those. They're hitting actually kind of close to my line. I'm impressed. They got a good ramp off that. Hey, we got one. Alright. I'm going to bring the general around too. Just as some extra morale and encouragement. Yep, run away. Run away, you cowardly dogs. Quick, 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 move. They're working on a flank attack on the far right, where we're going to be set up the least quickly. Did we get... Oh, we got one of their cannons. Oh, that's quite nice. Alright. So we've got this whole mess. Now let's keep shifting it like that. And on the quick step, lads. General, I want you to take, actually, this path. This, by the way, is a lovely little feature. If you hold down Shift, you can kind of path your units like around things and whatnot. If you didn't know that about the Total War series, that's a thing. It's a thing. It's a damn good thing too. Turn your cannon fire toward that direction, lads. I feel like there's men hiding in these trees. I always suspect with the Native Americans there's men hiding in trees. Generally, it's not a wrong assumption. I don't want you firing on those. I want this. I want you guys to move up on the quick march. And, General, if you wouldn't mind putting a little bit of movement in your step, it'd be lovely. And keep moving. Keep just sweeping them off the field. And you guys can cease fire. There's no need for you to be overly engaged. Oops. Well done. They actually came in and hit on the side that I couldn't hit them from. And look, a bunch of men. Stop. Slow. And form up. Quick. Go. Alright. Let's see how bad of a slaughter this turns into. General on the quick move, please. That still hasn't gone away. Wow, they cut that general's bodyguard to shreds. Yeah, I'll take a risk of maybe hitting my own men to do that. And sweep. Sweep and pivot, boys. Actually, I'm not going to take that chance. Stop firing in that direction, because you are going to hit our own men. Grace of God right there that didn't happen. Sweep. They get in grape shot range. Let loose on them. Lively does it. Kind of mad I couldn't get the chief, but oh well. And death to the artillery. Why are you not firing on them? Oh, because you've already taken a shot. Fair enough. Okay. Are you coming back? Okay. Alright. General, I want you to chase them down. 3rd Brigade. I want you to continue sweeping. And we'll do a series of left obliques. Props if you know what that reference is. Out these cannoneers. Oh dear. Nope. Nope. Never mind. General, come back. Cannoneers aren't important. Chief is returning. Cannons. Turn, then cease. Quick, quick. Or the chief can be the dumbest man on the planet and be in range of that. Now I want you to go for him. Get the chief. I want that man dead. I routed them like I have. Yeah, and I'll take an end on this one. Well done, General. Ooh, that's tiny print. Defensive war is apt to betray us into frequent detachment. These generals who have had but little experience attempt to predict every point, while those who are better acquainted with their profession having only the capital... Wow, that was mercilessly tiny. Crank it up into HD and pull it into full screen if you wanted to see what that said. 40 men, they lost 487, and we've shoved them into Kentucky. And we're going to grab the army and march onto Kentucky. And then we'll jump into Chickasaw, and then we'll jump down to Georgia. Hooray. Alright. Yeah, I wonder if I might take one of these provincial horse and move him back into France. And you are gonna go for these Spaniards. You've got them cornered in Brittany. There's nothing you're going to be able to do there. Or that they're going to be able to do there. Alright. And let us end the turn and see what happens. Oh, hello! Well, that's a development. One of the most powerful nations in Europe, Poland, has decided that we're not their friend anymore. So they could bring Russia and Courland into the fight with us. I am not going to call my allies in. It's too important to me to keep the Dutch on my side, and I'm not so much worried about them getting involved in the war as I am losing their friendship. So I'm not going to call anyone in. I think I'll be fine without. And they've not called any of their allies either. Well, that's not something I expected to happen, at least not this soon into the game. Although I suspect they think I'm a little expansion crazy, which, you know, isn't too far off the mark. I'm thinking, though, on that development, that might be a nice cliffhanger to leave off on, so I'm going to wait until the turn ends, do a quick overview and a quick survey of our situation, maybe move a couple things around, get a few battles ready for the next part, and then call it. Because that's certainly going to affect how we approach the remainder of the conflict and fighting in this stretch of the map, stretch of the game. Okay, we've got a gentleman recruited in Flanders. So we'll get him into a settlement. Quick as you like. We failed the technology theft. It's been ejected from the establishment. And his professional reputation has been damaged. We've got a rake in America, in Maine. Let's see. Courland's been destroyed. Workers are rioting in France. I forgot to check what building they were damaging. Courland's been destroyed by the Swedish. Sweden is also rather a impressive power on the world stage. So it looks like the major blocks are going to be Poland in Central Europe. Ottomans are still holding. Are they at war yet with the... Oop, bit of lag there. Come on. Come on, game. There we go. Are they at war with the Maratha Confederacy? No, they are only at war with Russia. Might have figured the Maratha Confederacy, the Indians, would have gone after them by now. But it seems like that is not the case. The Witchcraft Act has been reformed. No, the new act views those who claim to have mystical powers merely as charlatans, punishing them with a fine or imprisonment. That's sensible, I think. Some improvements created across our empire. Alright. So, Poland has Bavaria. They've got Austria, which is over here.
How can I be of service?
Let me have a look at that. Doctorate, gentleman scientist. Wow, he's not taking any penalties for having tried to steal that research.
Yes.
18%. Fancy I might give him another go. Yeah, go on then. Have another shot at it.
What do you require?
And let's move you up to have a look at Berlin, which is full of an army. It seems to be not a complete army, but enough of one that, combined with the rest of Germany's power, might cause some problems. Although I don't know how they'd be financing that, because they literally have just Brandenburg. And while that's fairly lucrative, their army is roughly the size of my European army as well, if you took all the units and threw them together. And granted, I'm running another army in the Americas, but, you know, that's not a lot. I mean, France is my major money pot, and London. Huh. Well, I have to imagine that they are in more or less bankruptcy then at this point. And let's see if we can't sabotage this. Hey, look at that. Isn't that fun? I'm going to use that as a gauge for seeing if they repair it. That might mean that they are going to that they have money. If they don't, my suspicion will largely be that they do not have the funds to focus on repairing their territories. I'm gonna drop 500 on, or 600 on this, and 600 on. Now I'm just gonna drop it on the one. See if they come in and rough up Rhineland a little bit. If I can kind of lure them into the settlement, where I can maybe take out one or two of those half-quarter stack armies. And if I can do that, then my march on Prussia will be slightly less hindered. Although now I have to kind of keep a weather eye, basically on this entire eastern front. This is a war zone, just this line here. With the exception of Wittenberg and Hanover. And over here, we've got an enemy Polish ship there. Marcel, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Let's dump some money into that. And switch over to the Americas. And yeah, we'll upgrade you. And Let's move you over here into the Kentucky region. Both of these settlements are reinforcing each other. That's why I did want to take them out first. Hopefully I can just crush the entire army here, but I'm going to leave that siege in place so that we can start the next part off on that particular battle. And I don't think there's anything else to speak of in America. So, with that in mind, again, rather interesting development with Poland coming after us. Kind of curious as to what are our diplomatic stance with them. If we take away 142 for the war, which is their fault, entirely, I would say. If we take that away, that only gives us -15, so that's kind of surprising that at such a relatively low, I don't know, threshold, that they would declare war on us. We got Peter the First there, Peter the Great. So, yeah. Any minor nations want to trade with us? Nope, not at all. With fairly unfriendly. Alright, well, interesting situation, and hopefully be some interesting parts coming up in the not-too-distant future, I think. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you do have any tips or things that you'd like to see me do, or any suggestions you'd like to make for how we handle the new situation that we've encountered, do feel free to post those, as well as any other comments or suggestions that you might have. I am always eager to hear from you and to act on what you say to some extent, if it kind of gels with the larger plan that we're going for. Or if it doesn't, and it's actually better advice. I'm certainly not above doing that either. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave comments, and have a lovely day.